Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. We're doing this video today to tell you a little bit about what we do in our class with DJ called Storytelling with DJ. Let's pretend I'm a student in class, DJ.
Okay, great. So hi, Shanna. Tell me,
Hello.
I would say first, who are you communicating with using this material?
I thought about it. I think I want to go with a friend, even though this is presented as two sort of a lover. I think it's written that way. I
Mhm.
like the idea of having this conversation with a friend who found out, I'm dating this person over here, and they're like, "Are you kidding?
Uh-huh. I see. Okay, yeah.
That guy?"
Oh, so they're like a doubter. They're skeptical. So
Yeah.
you have a need then. You start with a need. The need is to uh, change their mind to a degree because they're
Yes.
skeptical. And so what is the first intention you would do unto this person who is skeptical?
Tease, and maybe teasing the sense of like, I get it. I get why you think this, because you're right about
Mhm.
some things.
Let's look at tease. What if it becomes flirt? Butter them
Okay.
up. Butter them
Okay.
up. So it's like you're buttering them up so that you can possibly then get in there and make your point.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you.
Great. I loved it. Great. It was beautiful. So inviting, beautifully inviting. For the heck, let's see if we can crank up the volume on the stakes.
Okay,
Okay. So what might be, if the stakes are higher, you really need to get through this skeptical person. What might be you be doing?
let's see. How can I crank that up? I need to give them power somehow.
Mhm. There you go. Empower them, encourage them, make them right.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you.
Yeah, I will just say the first was beautiful. That's far more interesting.
Okay.
This is more interesting because I'm like, oh, this isn't perfect. It's not. And again, then I go that there's a full three-dimensional human being there, not singing a song. The first beautiful, don't want to discount it, but it was a lovely song. Here I'm like, oh, this is a communication. There's something that I don't need to know that is backstory. I got backstory from that.
Okay. Yeah. So
Really
can
cool.
we take it to like a one that makes no sense at all?
Sure.
Um,
I made a list. Do you have one in mind?
or like squash them like a bug?
Sure, let's do it. Do squash him like a bug, and on the second half, do beg for mercy.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you.
Really masterful, Shannon. I mean, really great in that, you were so committed to both. And regardless of whether you would choose those intentions for this song, I was like, something's happening here. Really interesting. Something's happening. And that's again, the intentions are tools for you to stay engaged.
Yeah,
Your muscles are so strong that way. Now you really know how to do that. You just leap right in and do it. And that's exactly what this kind of technique, you were able to shift on a dime. You didn't have to think about how to beg for mercy.
I'm able to do that because I have come to class and done that and
Yes.
done that and done that and done that. It is
Yep.
like any other craft. I do this. I've practiced this the way you practice piano, the way you practice your scales, the way you practice anything else. And to be able to access it like that, and to be able to, and to be willing to jump off those cliffs, to get over the fight or flight part. It
Yes.
really, it has to be thought of the same way you think of any other craft that you approach. And that's the work that we do in this class.
If I may jump in, something we had not thought we might talk about, but what you just did in terms of being able to shift on a dime, I threw intentions at you. That's another part of the skill set that comes from coming to class. If you go in an audition and you're in the callbacks, let's say, and you have been handed material, and the person behind the table, director, music director, whomever, choreographer, says, that was great. Can you try it in this way? That should excite you if your muscles are strong, as opposed to terrifying you and you just do it the same way you've been rehearsing it. This kind of technique gives you a larger bag of tools to not always like think it's going to be like this every single time. And when you go into, there's nothing, I will say, as a person behind the table, when I see somebody take an adjustment but not do an adjustment, I go, oh, they're really, they're gripped onto the choreography that they created.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate when I see that, because they may be talented, but I'm like, oh, they don't have facility to let go of what came before and say, what's happening right now? And this technique is about what's happening right now. What am I doing right now?
So if you have questions for me or DJ, please drop those, and we would love to see you in class sometime. Anything else you want to share before we go, DJ?
No, it's I think people can see I enjoy doing this so much
Yeah.
because I enjoy watching the growth. It's just it's there are miracles that happen in the classes. I love it.
Yes. And we will close with that. Miracles.